In the spring of 2022, we bought a remote wilderness island, sight unseen, on a lake in British Columbia. We drove across the country to pick up an old barge, and now we're building a homestead.
Okay, this is ugly. This is kind of what we thought might happen. Oh no.
It isn't always easy, but the rewards outweigh the trials.
We're super excited! Woo! He's gonna turn the lights on for the first time.
And this is really living.
Coming up on this episode. Next up is to reconnect the fuel line, install the battery, and flash this up.
Honey, you're a heavy-duty equipment mechanic. Did you know that?
I do.
This is our beloved wood chipper that we have named Alvin. We bought it at auction and unfortunately it wouldn't start, so that was disappointing. It ended up just sitting here, silently bothering me every time I walked by it. At the end of season 2, I just couldn't stand it any longer and I forced myself to take some time to try to solve the problem. I took it apart. I tested all the usual bits like verifying spark, oil sensor function, was it getting gas, that sort of stuff. But it just wouldn't go. At the end of the day though, you know what it was? It was just a simple matter of bad gas. So for season 3, I ran a separate fuel line to a portable tank and I ran Alvin that way. This season though, I want to make it right. So I'll be draining the tank of bad gas and rerouting the fuel line properly. But before I do that, I'm going to have to clean the fuel compartment. It's all full of sawdust. And I'll use a siphon hose to drain the bad fuel. I'll be using our trusty Blue Eddy to provide remote power for the air compressor. I'll be borrowing the fuel line to siphon the gas out of Alvin's tank. It seems the fuel line won't prime while connected to the dip tube, so I'll try dropping it directly into the tank instead. So here we go, out with the old and in with the new. Next up is to reconnect the fuel line, install the battery, and flash this up.
Well, I hear Ryan out in the back with the chipper. We've got a few things to do today, so let's go take a look at what he's doing right now.
Hey, sweets. Hi, honey.
What you doing?
Just changing pepper from the planer over to the auger so we can test the soil at the bottom of the bunker.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit spongy. I want to see how thick that clay layer is. So I'm going to try to thread this into here, and what I'm hoping you can do is just kind of manipulate it a little bit to help it in.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not heavy if it's like this, okay? If you
Yeah.
just hold it by the top.
Okay.
What you doing, sweets?
Just doing a lot of kind of technical things.
Here you go, honey. You hold this.
See, it's really, really close. I mean,
Right.
you could try, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna hook these up first.
okay. That looks really lined up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna come forward a tiny bit and then down.
Yeah. You got to bring this up.
This whole thing here is pivots, eh? See how
Yeah.
it moves like that?
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Okay, let's hold it there. Then I'm gonna come up and come down like that.
Yeah, that's gonna line up with the top one, with the front one. Okay. Should have it.
Yeah, that'll go in, honey.
Yeah,
Here, honey.
did it.
Good job. Can you put this on the end, the other side? Just a couple of turns. There we go. Honey, you're a heavy-duty equipment mechanic. Did you know that?
I do.
You do this on a regular basis, eh? If you hold that near the end of the wrench, you'll find it's a lot easier to turn.
It was easy to turn.
Okay, just do a little bit tighter, honey. Oh, now you're serious. That's the mommy wrench. And that's the daddy wrench.
It's hard on my shoulder. So the other day I asked Ryan to hill the potatoes. That was 2 days ago.
Wow.
So we came up here and they were all nicely hilled. Well, they're already coming through the hill.
That is unreal.
That's unreal.
Man, do they grow fast.
They really do. We got to get some water up here to these little things here.
Before we get into this part, I want to address something. When I filmed this, I believed the walls were cohesive enough to stand. Looking back, I realized this was a bad assumption. A hole this size can collapse without warning, and several people pointed that out after the last episode. They were right. I was wrong. So I won't be working in here again until it's properly sloped, benched, or shored. I'm leaving this footage in because it was part of the process, but it's not something I would ever repeat again.
I think this is super dangerous to be in here. Well, actually it is. If it caved in, it would bury me. People die in 5 feet of sand.
Yeah, but honey, this is too wide to be a problem. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous in here.
Okay.
I don't think it's safe.
See what it looks like.
A lot of sand.
That's good. That's good. Now, all right, we pulled this out, and what I'm looking for is to see how deep the clay layer is, because when I was walking on it, but that's all sand, so that is good news. That's sand. And that's sand. So I missed the clay layer here. Yeah, this is all sand. Okay, I had big time clay in here, so it might be very close to the surface, and that's all. I'm just going to back up a tiny bit and drill another hole. That is really encouraging, honey. It's only a tiny bit of clay there, you see? I'm going to go a little closer to the wall and drill there.
Oh my word.
Clay is a natural water barrier and is found at the bottom of ponds and lakes. So to avoid frost heave, we don't want any water trapped above a clay layer underneath our foundation or slab of the bunker. By putting the auger bit on the ground like that, it makes it impossible for this to fall. This is like a big support. Here, there's clay here. You see this? This is all clay. This is sand with some clay, but this is serious clay here. Look at that. The good news is the clay is just in pockets. And they say that it's not so wet that it's making my hands wet, which is good. And they say that if you can put it in a ball and if it hits the ground when you drop it and stays together, it's too wet. But if it breaks into big chunks after you've made a ball, it's the right consistency. There, perfect. See that? It broke into big chunks. Yeah, it's perfect.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're good. We are good. All right.
Oh man, what a relief.
It's a total relief. Okay, I'm going to back up and bring the blade in here and pack this all back down again. I'm so glad about that. That takes some pressure off and a whole lot of uncertainty. Alvin is terrific at converting scrap piles of branches and cuttings into wood chips. He can process limbs up to 4 inches in diameter. And there is no shortage of uses for wood chips here on Bird Island. There are lots of trimmed limbs and branches left over from where the road was cut in, and now is a good time as any to clean some of that up.
Here's our lemon balm and the lavender, and those are really, really nice this year. Not to mention how pretty that all looks since Ryan got that done. He's going to be working on finishing the entire cabin. Oh, a few sprinkles on the deck. Okay, here is my compost tumbler, and I've learned all about it today. So I think this is going to be really great to get good nutritious soil here on the island because we don't have a huge supply. We started a little compost basket in the cabin a while ago, so we have the greens that we need, and we have lots of browns here, so wood chips, sawdust, that kind of thing. So I think it's going to work really well, and I can't wait to see how quick we get some good soil. I just fed my grapes, blueberries, and raspberries this. And I was going to say, I think they're big red berries, but I don't think that's what it says. So it says it works on all berries. And I'm excited to see how they turn out after a few doses of that every 3 weeks or so. It's always so much fun to get in the garden. I have a ton of bugs all over me today, but it's a good thing to be out like this. It does a heart good too. Here's some chips from Alvin. Put a couple of handfuls in there. That thing is steaming like crazy already. The strawberries are looking really nice. What do you think about growing stuff, honey?
I want to eat that strawberry right there.
Oh, I bet. You can go ahead and eat it. Let's see. Do you want to try it?
I do, but I want to be able to wash it off first. So,
yeah, we have chips there so that they'll remain a little bit cleaner. Stuff just sits in our stuff and they don't get used.
This is getting used.
So, yeah, but let's just use the buckets we have.
I put the bucket in here. You can haul it around.
Yeah, good idea. So now I'm going to go up to the orchard. I'm going to move the hose because they each get 20 minutes. It's starting to rain a little bit. Alvin's done another nice big pile of chips. Then, of course, when Milton gets going, that's going to be neat to have that sawdust. That's really going to be helpful. I want to put some chips around the base of these tomatoes. That one really needed to be watered. We tied up the grapes. And we're going to put T-posts in and wires and actually make them so that they reach for the sky. The potatoes. He just sold them 2 days ago. Look what we've got. Boy, it's fun. Growing stuff is fun. I love it. I love growing things. And out here, it's wonderful to know that we can. I've wanted to do fireweed jelly myself, but I didn't really have very many. This year we have a few, so I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to move this hose and put it right here. We put these nets up because we didn't want critters all over them. But I don't know if they're very happy with that. So I think what I'm going to do is give them just a bit of space because I don't want to impede their growth. So I think I'll leave them on, but maybe just loosen up the bottoms. I mean, they probably see, I mean, that guy doesn't look happy there, does he? Oh, okay. It's okay. Maybe I should take them off altogether. The thing I'm most worried about are our little plums. They were filled with plums. Now they're down there, a lot of them. And I'm not really sure why. I'm wondering if it's because they hate this. So, I mean, we have scores of plums down there that have fallen. So, I don't know if we'll get many. We may get a couple, but it doesn't seem to be too happy. So, we'll loosen it up for now. But overall, I'm actually really, really happy with how things are going here. So, we just wanted to know if we could do it, and it's working. So, I can only imagine when we have our winter geothermal greenhouse going. I can only imagine, like, we're going to be able to grow stuff all year long. So, it's working. It really is. Here's Alvin's chips. Yeah, this is really, really nice to have these chips. It helps with everything, actually. It retains the water under our fruit trees, our strawberries, our berry bushes. Yeah. And, you know, it cleans everything up nice too. So that was really good to have. And of course, the sawdust is going to be amazing because we can use the sawdust for a lot of things, including my fire starters that I'm going to start making. So that's a really fun thing that I'm looking forward to doing. Okay, my goodness, that smells so nice. Yeah, it smells wonderful. I love this new gorilla cart that we got. It can hold 1,600 pounds, and it's a dump cart, so it's fabulous.
And it's got huge wheels, which makes it super easy to pull.
Much easier, yeah.
On uneven terrain.
That was a handy thing to get.
The only thing I wish it had was a brake.
Yeah. Remember how we were trying to figure out where we should put this potting table? It could not be in a better spot. I actually spend quite a bit of time at that table doing little things here and there. And I really enjoy my time here. I've got to get my compost bucket all washed out and ready to go back inside for scraps. Actually, it stays outside on the porch. But we're getting all sorted and it is so much fun. Really, really, really fun. tell you though, I see a lot of fish jumping tonight again, you know, and I don't know, the fish the other night when we went out, not a single bite. I don't know what's happening, if I'm losing my mojo or what, but maybe I should go give it another shot.
I'm going to show you a mistake I made. So when I put this comb face on, I made sure to carefully allow for this side to be placed like that, so that these line up. So here's a new piece, and like that. So what I've done is I've trimmed the new piece. You see that? So this width here is the same as this width here. If I was to put this piece like that, the front width would be narrower than this width. So that's why you have to rip it down, which is what I did here. And it all lines up. But what I didn't account for was the thickness of the siding. So to move this over this way would create a void here that would have to be filled, and another one that would have to be filled all the way up there. I really don't want to do that. So what's my option? To avoid this scenario where I have this little proud part here, I can router it. See that? So when I router it, it all fits in like this, you see? This just slides right underneath. I've got this nice surface here that matches. I've got the same width here. And now the siding just tucks underneath here. So that's a pretty reasonable solution. I'm just checking out this window before I put the siding on. And just making sure that it's all sealed up, because I don't want to put the siding on and then have to take it off and seal the window. We've had a lot of bugs coming into the cabin, and I'm just making sure that there's no ingress opportunities here. And I don't see any. I'm making sure it's all nice and tight. And the integrity of the house wrap is still good, because it's been here for a couple of years.
It seems like there's some gaps here.
Yeah, I will put some window foam in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's non-aggressive expanding foam. The aggressive stuff will actually warp the windows.
Really?
Yeah, so you want to put stuff in that fills the gaps but doesn't blow the structure out.
Okay.
So we're going to pick some of that stuff up, but that can be done from the inside.
Right.
There's something I want to talk to you about out here, though, so you should probably come out here.
Now that I've accepted his invitation to come outside, he seems to have gone away.
I made a mistake.
You did?
Yeah.
No.
I did.
See how that lines up all perfectly? And it doesn't allow for the board in behind it.
Uh-oh.
So when I put the board in behind it, it'll be like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So there's two ways we can combat this. I can make it so that you see how it's nice and thick here? Between here and here, it's nice and thick.
Yeah?
And then look around the door. See around the door? How it's thinner?
It's thinner, yeah.
Okay. So I can make it, this side will be thin like that on the perimeter and thick around the windows. I can do that by planing this, right?
What do you think is the best thing to do, though?
Well, in terms of, it's just aesthetics.
Oh, okay.
It has nothing to do with structure.
Well, live and learn.
Yeah, so the question is, or the other option is I can have it stick out like this and chamfer down, kind of like the base there. See at the bottom by my shoes?
Mm-hmm.
See how it
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah. Oh. You could do that. I think that would probably be the easiest thing to do.
Or I can take the router and router a chunk like this, like I did with the door, and then have this slide in behind it like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What do you think of that?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, so I just trust that you'll make the right decision there.
Yeah, just do some research and come up with the best solution for us.
Yeah. It'll be beautiful. Doesn't matter what it is.
And I think I should probably rip this down, the thickness of this. Otherwise, this board will seem thinner than this board. Hey, sweets.
Hi.
Look at that. You come out in the windstorm. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there. That's better.
Oh. I just think we found our entry point for mosquitoes.
Nope, we haven't.
Hmm?
We haven't.
Oh, wow. That's slick.
Yeah.
But that's where the mosquitoes have been coming in.
No, they haven't, honey. That was all taped off. So they couldn't have gone in.
I don't think tape is enough, though.
Pretty sure it is.
Do you need me to hold it?
Yeah, just have to put one nail in here.
It's amazing how quick that cleans everything up, eh?
Yeah, it does. It does a good job of it.
Do you want me to pull it from the other side?
Possibly. How did I get this through the first time? Oh, there, like that.
Now go on the other side.
Yeah.
Should be coming through that hole there. I have it. Now there's big holes in the insulation.
These sawhorses are really flimsy. I'm actually surprised that they are holding me up here without collapsing. And with all the projects I have on the go, I really need to build a few dedicated heavy-duty sawhorses.
Wow, those are like perfect, hey?
Yeah. That's what a router does. You know? That line along the top is not going to be perfect. We had the same trouble there. And I tried cutting it and stuff, and I made a mess of it. I don't really want to do that again. I thought I would take a piece of trim like up there
Mm-hmm.
and just run it all the way across and paint it the same gray.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
It's on this side,
Mm-hmm.
so it'll be okay, huh?
Yeah,
It'll make construction way faster.
Yeah.
Do it that way.
yeah, that looks really nice.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Honey, no bozo shots. I can't do anything about it. I got stuff in my hands.
Who's Bozo?
You're looking at him.
I never call you Bozo.
You obviously are thinking it because you ran to get the camera.
No, you called yourself that. I just saw this super handsome clown outside my window.
Super handsome clown. Nice. Guess what I'm doing?
What?
I'm putting caulk around the windows.
Oh, I wouldn't have. And here I thought you were fishing.
No, I did that a bit earlier. I was fishing for compliments.
Exactly.
Didn't work. Got nothing.
What do we have here? Look at that. Oh my goodness. He's just caulking that center line there and then he's going to paint it. And he's caulking around the windows. And I honestly feel like this is going to make a difference with mosquitoes or bugs. Do you think so, honey? I don't know. What about the stuff above you? Is that getting put in?
I need the scaffolding for that.
Oh. Looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really easy on the eyes now.
Better, eh?
Yeah, the white and the red was just, it just wasn't doing it for me anymore.
I don't know if it ever really did.
No, true. Okay, this is something that has become an issue this year. I think those are those terrible beetles that have been eating the forest in BC. And they are everywhere, aren't they?
That's a pine beetle.
That's a pine beetle. And pine beetles are horrible. So there must be an infestation again.
Yeah, I think it's cyclical. Comes every few years.
Well, this is their year.
Yep, and the only way to get rid of them is, via a forest fire.
Really? Is that it, honestly?
We don't want that. Yeah, I don't know what their natural predators are. I have no idea.
Wow. Oh, see, that guy just fell down. And
They drop out of the sky everywhere.
yeah, they're everywhere this year. And I think I've only remember seeing a couple before.
That's right. Yeah.
No.
This year is the worst year I've ever seen.
Yeah, for all bugs, really.
I'm encountering those pine beetles by the dozen.
Welcome to my paint studio. When you're building out your homestead on a forested island and you don't have a proper shop, you make do with what you can cobble together. All this combed face trim is being covered with the thickest paint we could find. There are lots of solids in this paint, which makes it an ideal choice for bonding to the wood and protecting against the weather.
It's a nice night for painting.
Hopefully it won't rain and these will stay good.
Do you see that white horizontal line of caulking along the seam of the siding? I was originally contemplating covering that up with a trim piece called a belly band, but I think just sealing and painting the joint will suffice. After removing the cleats that held the siding in place, I can now seal the nail holes and test fit the trim.
I've always liked wind chimes. I think I got that from my mom. Out here, you hear the weather before you see it. The trees lean a bit, and the chimes start talking.
I know I've said this before, but painting is one of those instant gratification type of jobs. The transformation is immediate and compelling. You know, there's something about working on a wall like this by yourself. It gives you time to think. When we first came here, everything was urgency. Clear enough land to set the foundation, get a roof on before the weather shifts, figure out power, water, heat. Oh, the list was endless. Back then, we were just trying to make it all viable. Now I'm standing here rolling paint onto siding we installed over house wrap and tested through real seasons. That's different. The early years were about proving we could do it. Now it's about taking care of what we've built. There's a shift that happens at some point, you know? You stop asking, can this work? And you start asking, well, how can we make this last? And that's where we are now. We have been told that the winds around here are a new phenomenon because in years past it was never really a thing. Well, it's certainly a thing now. We've noticed the wind this year has been the strongest we've experienced so far. And being off grid like we are, with the right gear we could harness the energy of this wind and store it in batteries. So we'll be looking into the feasibility of setting up a wind turbine. After all, unlike the sun, wind can generate power 24 hours a day. I mean, the flags do tell the story, right? Our first flag lasted for 3 years. But this second flag? It's already shredded and it's not quite been a year.
We just got our episode up, and then Starlink went like that. So hopefully it's because of the wind, because we've had terrific windstorm here. It's like squalls have been blowing through. It's been really something. The flag is like this.
His socks went for a real flyby.
Yeah, they were like kites in the wind, and I still can't find one of them. They'll probably end up in Alberta somewhere. Both my Crocs went flying. Lid came off the garbage can. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff. Some stuff blown down.
The big issue we've got today is that the Starlink is down. We have absolutely no internet.
Right.
We've just gotten our episode up, but we have a live stream.
We have a live stream.
So that's the biggest problem on our minds right now. We want to make sure that we get to our homies, to our friends out there on YouTube, family, and that's our biggest concern, isn't it?
It is. So I'm going to try moving the Starlink. I have a official Starlink mount. So I'm going to put it on top of the greenhouse and see if that helps. I don't know.
It all of a sudden just went off. This hasn't happened like this. We have had a cable problem once when we were traveling in Texas. And we had one once here as well, didn't we?
Yeah, it's not a cable issue. I'm certain of that. So I don't know what to make of it. But because the router is connected to the actual dish, and that means it's not a cable issue. And Starlink is reporting that it can't find the satellites. So I don't know what that means.
It's a bit of a concern, though.
Yeah. Actually, there is one thing I can try.
What?
I can try stowing the Starlink and see if it shuts down. If it does, that means it's getting power to the motor. Maybe it's not getting power to the motor. So let's try that.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to try stowing it. You ready?
Ready.
So if it stows...
Oh, it's moving.
Okay, so it's got power.
Okay, so that's not the issue then.
That's not the issue. I'm going to reboot it.
Whoa.
Well, there it goes. Shoot. I just rebooted it.
What?
I guess I didn't have to do that. Okay, so it's not a cable issue.
Okay, good. Good news.
Waiting for some paint to dry.
Wow, that's great.
It's nice when these pieces come together like this, eh?
Yes. Oh my goodness. What a difference. I cannot get over it.
Yeah, looks good, eh? I have all these different heights, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Of blocks for the ladder.
Yeah.
Try to get it level so it doesn't want to fall.
Look at that sky. That sky is just,
The sky nice?
look at it. When you look up over the cabin,
Oh yeah.
look in there.
What a deep blue, eh?
If you're new to our channel, this story didn't start today.
That's right. Head back to season 1 to binge all of our playlists to see how this remote island homestead began.
Every chapter of the My Wild Home experience builds on the one before it.
So grab your favorite drink and catch up on our story.
And we'll see you on the next one.